Hello guys, Spino here. I just want to quickly talk about Castorice and her current situation, talk about her good things and her bad things. This is more of a updated video on my old video that I dropped I think 2 days ago, talking about her controversy technically, because I didn't explain everything in detail that video because I was in a hurry and stuff. So yeah, let's go through it. You might hear some background noise. Unfortunately, I cannot do much about it. I'm actually at my relative's home, so yeah. So let's talk about her good thing. The only good thing she kind of going for herself right now is probably her animations. Y'all saw it. Her animations are top tier, and I don't think there's any character even comes close to her animation. And that's it. That's the only good thing going for her now. Now let's talk about her kit. Her kit, when it comes to her kit is a little bit clunky, and I'm sure you all felt it. I don't think she is that strong without her signature. I think her damage is actually pretty low, and it's mostly because she's in middle of this supporting and DPSing role. She's like in between, right? She's not leaning over one. She's like in literally on the center of it, and it's kind of affecting her kit in my opinion. So maybe they should, maybe increase her damage multipliers and maybe lower her support multipliers a little bit just to compensate in my opinion. Plus, like I said, she is heavily relying on her signature for most of her damage. Without her signature, her drop off is actually pretty huge. I'm not sure if it's like Akron level drop, but it's actually pretty high because unfortunately I didn't see much of the battle pass Lycon gameplay, mostly with her signature and the 3-star Lycon, right? The 3-star remembers Lycon. But the drop is kinda high, and this might actually affect some F2P players. Now, let's talk about the big deal. Her trace, her global revive. And in my opinion, they should remove the global revive, or at least nerf it where you actually have to have her on the team to at least revive your allies. Do one or the other, remove it, or at least make it like you actually have to have her on the team, or remove it and give some other buff, like maybe because she scales of HP, maybe give her some damage boost or crit increase boost or something like that to increase her personal damage. Something like that will be better. And the reason I want the global buff to be removed mainly is because her global buff is not that crazy, right? It's just a revive. But what she stands for is actually the bigger deal, because they could literally add another character in the future. Like, let's take Hyacinth, for example, right? She's probably going to come next patch. She's going to be the best in slot support for Castorice. What if she has a global passive that literally gives 10% speed for the whole account? And again, this might not be a big deal, but it will eventually add up, right? And maybe in 3.4, they will add Phenon, and he might just have a global passive that gives 30% damage boost. Eventually, these global passives will add up, and if you don't have them, you can kind of see and start to have a significant difference in damage, and your account, maybe even struggle in the end game. Again, this might not hurt people that play every patch, but this will hurt people that only come once a while, or maybe returning players or even new players will actually struggle because they don't have these units. And some of the people may not even like these units, but now they have to get them because they have these broken ass global passives like damage boost, speed increase, maybe even different shred or even rest pens. Eventually this will start to add up, and you will start to see some big damage difference. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of her global passive, mainly because she could be the start of a new era of units that will have crazy global passive, and eventually this will stack up, and you can't even achieve all this, obtain all these character as a free to play or even as a low spender, right? Unless you have crazy luck. That's the main reason I'm not the biggest fan of the global passive. They should remove the global passive side and maybe make it like team wide, or at least remove it and give her another trace that gives her personal damage, in my opinion. This is my opinion, so you guys can tell me what's your opinion in the comment. And yeah, Currently, in my opinion, like I said, her kit damage wise is not that crazy and it's a little bit clunky in my opinion. And she's, relying heavily on her Lycon, and like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of her global trace. They should maybe remove it or maybe rework it, do something about it. But the global side of it, not the biggest fan. And yeah, see you guys on the next video, and hope you guys have a great day.